Hey everyone, welcome to this live coding session for Leap together with Geins. Who do you have in the room? Well, we've got Christian with us. Say hello, Christian.
Hello.
You are the CEO of Geins. Maybe you can tell us a bit about who you are.
I'm the CEO and founder of Geins. I'm a developer since forever, since as long as I can remember, and I've always been working with software development in some kind. And Geins is a product to solve a big problem we had as an agency back in the days. So I would tell you more about that in a while.
Yeah, very good. And Andre, who are you?
Hey everyone. If you've been following along, maybe you know me by now, but I'm Andre, founder and CEO of Leap and Encore. And like you, Christian, I'm also a developer. So we're sticking to technical founders throughout here. Marcus, you're also doing quite a bit of coding these days.
Yeah, exactly. So I'm Marcus, the other founder of Leap and Encore. I do work a lot with coding these days as well, in addition to all of my product design stuff for Leap. But let's get into things. And Christian, maybe you can tell us a bit about what Geins is, so people know what we're going to build today.
Yeah, sure. Geins is a backend for commerce apps, basically. So if you want to build some kind of commerce app, you can use a regular database and try to and make the business logic yourself, or you can use Geins and then you have the fast track to better customers experience, because then you only have to focus on the customer experience, not on the things that your client or your boss or your business looks at. That should it's commodity. It should work, like showing content and talking with payment providers, shipping out orders, all the boring stuff, basically, not the commercial part of it that gets so little time when the budget has run out from all the connecting different things together in your stack. This is if you don't want to go monolith with your customer experience and rent it from some SaaS vendor. So if you want to own it, you build it yourself, and if you build it on Geins, you will build it very cost efficiently.
So this is, correct me if I'm wrong, but this is basically an alternative from going to something like a Shopify, and instead you use Geins, which is basically built for developers, right? In a sense.
Yeah, it's built for the people that build, so they can get to the fun parts of this kind of applications much faster.
You can build a much more customized e-commerce experience.
Exactly. So if you have you want to do something custom that won't like one size fits all, it's not for you. Maybe you want to look up parts that fits your car on your registration plate, or if you might want it to be like a super virtual guide to get the right product fit for you, or whatever experience you want to give your customers, like a good searching experience or whatever it could be. Geins will solve that for you easily and efficiently.
So it sounds like you, as a user, you get more control as well, compared to like you keep control of your data and you can more easily do what you want with it.
Yeah, exactly. And the thing about Geins is like if you look at a backend like Supabase or something like that, that doesn't have all the business logic in it, because that you add as a developer. But we also have the part where we have to cater to the merchants as well, because they are the ones who are gonna do promotions or add products to the website or e-commerce store, and check deliver orders and stuff like that. So we also have to cater to the merchant, the admin for the merchant admins and the developers. So we build for both both user groups, you could say. So it has to be super good UX for the merchant admins and super developer friendly for the developers that build something. So
it's funny, like the way you describe it. It sounds exactly like how we talk about Encore. As in, like, help you as a developer focus on the interesting parts and not dealing with cloud infrastructure and things like that. So can definitely relate.
It's the same philosophy. So yeah, we do the boring parts basically, so other people can do the fun part.
Yeah, that's great when you're hiring. That's what you tell
yeah,
prospects.
But it's kind of a fun time to be. I have been developing for so many years, and it's been on and off fun, and now it's the most fun I think in quite some time with all the AI and all the LLMs and what you can do, and you can try. It's like when internet arrived, it was super fun to like what you could do with HTML and CSS when that came along. And then when the smartphone came along, it was also super fun because then you could do like mobile stuff and people, but then you can, and then the mobile networks went faster and faster, and with 3D you can really do stuff like you do apps and whatnot. And now we have the LLMs, and we don't really know what that's gonna look like in a couple of years. Like, hopefully, we won't crash the internet with all our apps and SaaS vendor that keeps popping up.
Yeah, it's a new sort of big wave of change for sure. And speaking of which, Andre, do you want to give the audience a little intro to Leap?
Yeah, absolutely. So Leap is essentially if Encore is a framework for building distributed systems and backends, and Leap is a full stack AI builder that knows how to build full stack applications. And by full stack, I mean everything from a front end to like full backend capabilities, including everything that you want from like a cloud provider. So it's things like databases, APIs, of course. You can build multiple services. You have PubSub and secrets and object storage and essentially all the building blocks that you need for building both like a simple application as well as like real complex systems that allow you to build sophisticated applications that can do pretty much anything that you want. And Leap knows how to then take that and deploy it all the way out to the cloud using your own cloud account. Put you in, it enables you to build something very rapidly and then deploy it to production, and you have full control over it the whole time. And once you're happy with it, you can just keep building, or you can move over to other tools. If you're more technical, you can sort of use a GitHub sync to sort of go back and forth between Leap and your editor of choice. Or if you're less technical, you can just stick with Leap. It's really all up to you.
Yeah, so it obviously looks a lot like other tools we know that start with a chat box, but the capabilities that it has are a lot more than the other tools. And like you said, given that it can use real infrastructure and it can deploy it to your own cloud, you don't get locked into using a backend as a service platform like Supabase. You have full flexibility and control, just as we talked about with Geins, where you get the boring parts taken care of you, while you still retain control of your application.
Yeah, and I think what we want to do today is sort of showcase how you can actually build real applications with it, and that's why Christian is here, and I think we're excited to see what we can build.
Yeah.
Shall we get started?
Yeah, sure. So just a little background about all of the two groups that we are catering to and how we make this work. So I have a one-shot prompt to make an e-commerce store with Leap and with checkout and everything included. So if it were real, you would actually get the product home. And how we do this is we have all the features that you need, like cart, auth, search, you name it, we got it. And we pair that with open source apps for you to like use the managed version or you make your own version or your own fork basically of it. So we have the drop-in checkout. It's always online. So you can go to the drop-in checkout with a token that generates from the SDK, and then you can check out your cart because the cart it's in Geins and gets a token as well. And then we have the merchant center or Geins Studio, where the merchants admin their products. So this is basically how it looks. And then we have the developer SDK to build this experience, which we are going to use today. We're still in a bit of a between V0, V1 here. So we're going to use the SDK, and then we're going to use the SDK to like do some GraphQL queries as well. But
Cool.
yeah, and this is an app. This is why we built Geins. This is if you have your e-commerce stack, you will need a lot of features and like search.
Can you zoom in on that?
Yeah, sorry. Yeah. This was built by Leap, obviously. So basically, what this tells you is the probability if the product the vendor you choose is their APIs are stable. So with 99% stability and only 3 connected services, you will end up having 97% chance probability that it's stable and nothing had to be done. If it's only 90%, you will end up here. But then this is not the case for most business that run e-com today. Even if they have like a monolith platform, they will still need like add-on search because maybe search isn't that good, and they will do email marketing, and then they will have to do like some personalization. I guess they would like to do some customer data analytics, and then wow, look at that, only like 50% chance that something is stable after 1 year only. So this is what we are trying to solve and why we built Geins, because that's why we have so many features in there. So just to give you a bit of a background of why.
I mean, it's very clear when you see the data that the more vendors you have, you can run into issues.
Yeah, it's one of those cases where the math is mathin'. All right.
Yeah, exactly.
Okay, so let me kick off this prompt, and we're going to do some collab on this prompt or this project, this new app. So
yeah.
I will paste my super prompt in here.
So can you walk us through what's actually in the prompt?
Yeah, so it looks like this. Create a fully featured e-commerce landing page using React. Obviously, React is the LLM favorite. TypeScript, Tailwind, to showcase a product fetched from the Geins API, allow the user to purchase the product via Geins powered checkout. And then we have some special instructions. We use the SHUD CN. We have the critical implementation notes of the Geins SDK, which packages to use, and then some guardrails like don't destruct this and ensure that you always create a cart before adding items. And so I can paste it later for you, but and then we use the core package to make the products query, because the product package of the SDK is not ready yet. It's in testing. We will release that soon. And then we have the environment variables. This is nothing secret, by the way, because this key is like you can run it on the client. So if you look at the developer console in any like page that runs games, this is not a secret ID. It's just to get to make calls to the merchant API. And then we have the product that is going to be shown here. And then we have the error handling, all the stuff that you need. This is a kind of a big prompt, but it was actually Leap that made it after I talked to Leap for a bit of a time, and corrected some stuff and asked it to just give me a prompt in this project and as a markdown file, and this is what it came up with. And it's much more structured than what I did. So how far along
so now? It seems like it's built a lot of the front end there. And in when you first tried Leap, how did you get on using the Geins APIs? Did you find you had to paste in the documentation, or?
I tried to paste in the SDK documentation actually, and oh, it's done. So it read that and it figured out how to do some queries, and then I corrected it a bit, but it's not much actually. And a lot of times it fixed the console errors itself, or the errors that were given in the console. So should we try it?
Let's try it.
Oh, it's always better to go like this. All right.
Nice.
So here's our vibe store. We have dark mode, light mode, just as prompted. We have to have dark mode, light mode, so we don't burn our eyes. And we have the secure powered checkout by Geins. Yeah, nice. So let's click here. Ah, I mean, it works.
I want one.
Yeah, if it would be a real product, you would get one now, or I would get one, and then I could give it to you. So let's check it out and make the payment. This is with the checkout is like bring your own payment provider, and for this we use custom checkout because it's so easy to test with. Okay, so we're done. And actually what happens with Geins now is we will get an email as well. We can open the Proton email and look at that. We can look it back in a while, but it will show up in a matter of minutes, seconds. So if you had a Geins Studio login, you could actually make the fulfillment of this order as well. So it's pretty cool. And that was, how long did it take me to do this?
I don't know, 5 minutes?
A maximum, I would say. So, okay, so as you can see, your work here is not needed, Andrea, because this worked like a charm. So, but now we could add on some features to it, I guess.
Yeah. So I mean, one of the core things with Leap is this change concept. So now we have this ongoing change, and we like to encourage, when you're using Leap, to break up the project into smaller changes, so that that's how you can manage the context window of the LLM. And so maybe if we go ahead and merge this change, I can do it.
Yeah, sure.
And what's now that's been merged, and it's sort of like a pull request, right? So you can now we can continue with the next thing. So that will reset the context window and allow us to like iterate again, and it's much easier to experiment then with like different directions that you want to take it. So do you have a clear what should we add? I mean, I feel like Geins has so many features. We could take this in many different directions.
Yeah, let's look at the feature set. So I think like one of the biggest things in that we should do now is like add a search bar, because that's something that every e-com store needs, along with a category tree, of course. But maybe we could try to make like the first. If you go to the Vibe store, you would end up like not a chat window, but a search window, like and prompted to do that.
Okay. So I'm gonna, since we're doing this as a collaborative session, I'm gonna type and hopefully that shows up on your screen. So add a landing page for the Vibe store with beautiful graphics and a search box powered by Geins.
There we go. We'll see what it does with beautiful graphics.
Yeah, exactly. I usually type modern graphics with a bit of like gradients and distortion. That is really everywhere.
I like to tell it to go way over the top.
All right.
You get very unexpected results.
Yeah, it's always, this part is always fun when you don't know really what you get. It's like
and I feel like that's what's great in Leap, when you can work with changes. So it's very easy to just try some stuff, and if you're not happy with it, you can just like reject it, and you go back to your happy state. You can have a lot of fun just like playing with weird ideas without really messing anything up.
Yeah, I like that. That's a great feature. So you don't have to go, no, that's not what I want. Go back.
Exactly. Change it back. Yeah, I use cursor a lot, and sometimes you end up in a place where you're like, well, most of this is correct, and now you broke something, and like, it sort of forgets. If you just reject individual changes, I always feel like it forgets that you've rejected them, and then when you prompt it again, it just like goes back and applies everything you rejected, so you have much less control. But maybe that's user error, I don't know.
But you have Git right in cursor, so if you're not so lazy, you could like push.
But there's like a step in between. Like if you're mid vibe,
yeah,
you just want to do things.
But you learn like to like merge the change or push to get like to be safe, to revert everything. All right, so it seems like we can look at this now. Oh,
ooh,
that is awesome.
That was fast.
We already have so many happy customers.
Yeah, maybe this could be like one of those live ventures where we aim to make $1 million in profits from just live feeding
in one session.
Okay, so should we try this out now? This is always pretty scary. Oh, we got some zero result, but we got some just from that prompt. I'm pretty impressed. Browse feature result. Thank you. So let's look at the code where what did it do? So it should have some sort of like search, I guess, since it has the feature add card.
If you click on the code on the right there, on the diff.
Yeah, all right.
You should be able to see the exact change.
All right, okay, nice. I guess this is where it's at, right?
I mean, if you click on the like plus 72, you'll get the diff. So you can now see exactly what it changed.
Did fetch product? Yeah, it added all this stuff. And so let's look at the thing here. The thing query is string. So this, does this editor has like some sort of go-to?
Not yet.
Not yet,
but
okay.
It's coming.
You can search though.
Oh,
We
yeah.
also have. I mean, is there some sort of error in the logs? That could also be something to look at.
Yeah, that's a good call. Yep, cannot find the field search on Geins Merchant API query. So how to fix this then? We need to look at the documentation, I guess, for the query, because it's product. Do you think it will sort it out if we give it the documentation?
Maybe. If you type fix with Leap, it will add the error message to the prompt, and then you can add more instructions.
All right, let's do that then. Let's look at the. I think this is a query that's called. Yeah, we're looking at products, and yeah, this. So, how would you actually go ahead and prompt this? Because I would say like this: read docs. This.
It does not. It doesn't yet have the capability to read the URL, so you'll have to paste in the content.
All right. So then we do like this. Use filter. Now filter. Then we just have to paste the filter input as well, right? Filter input type. Boom. Boom. Okay. Let's see what it takes us. All right.
Certainly doing something.
Yeah, it's doing a lot.
Yeah, if you go back to the file tree, I guess we can see where it's at.
Sorry?
Exactly where you are now, just so we could see where which files it's working on more easily. All right, seems happy with that.
Should we just try it or?
Well, if you click the diff on the left in the chat window.
Yeah. Okay. So
you can see exactly what it did now.
This is correct, right? The filter search text, it did not do anything else there. Okay, did something like that. It's kind of funny, but up. All right, it added that. So, yep. Okay, let's try it.
And do we have any products? Which products do we have?
It should be a lot of products. Let me just check the logs again. Okay, cannot find result on product result type. Maybe we should fix this with Leap as well. Product result type. Back step, right? Product result type. So it's called products, not result. Let's just give it.
When I find like when there's a specific thing like this, they know how to fix it. I like to either use the scope context and point Leap at the specific file, which then uses much fewer tokens because it will only look at that file, or just go in and change it manually. Of course, you can do.
Yeah.
I feel like with Leap, we're not trying to get people to like just take their hands off the wheel. Like it's built for developers who want to build like real software, right? And since in some cases you know how to fix an error, you should feel like you are allowed to actually do work, right, and fix the error.
Yeah, okay.
You'll need to click on the X. You can't edit in the diff view, so
Yeah, right.
The blue bar on the there.
Let's do it like that. So where's that at now? Where did I go?
I guess you can search for.
Yeah. No, I'm too stubborn to like do that. I guess. Okay. I guess that would do it then. It hasn't like done it multiple step. Maybe I can remove all this as well. Okay.
Seems to have done something.
Let's do. Maybe we need to rebuild it. What you just did, right? Mm-hmm.
Maybe it's reading it in.
Maybe we should just console log the. But we didn't get that log, right? Or is it just me that doesn't understand? No. Okay. This. Search result receive null object again. Look at this object. It's.
There is
Another result there.
I think if you go down to fetch featured products, I think it's trying to do the same thing.
Okay. All right. That's the one that is not the. What is it called? The live search one, or the one where you type and it searches at the same time? It's a great. Okay. Let's just clear this. Does it build when I save it? So I don't need to like reboot. Okay, we're cool. Okay. Getting closer. Still the same. Let's do it like this. Maybe it's in the query.
Yes, that's probably right.
That's the thing. Okay, so let's just do it like this then. Is there another way? Yeah. And okay, cool. Boom, boom, boom. Let's clear the log.
Is it supposed to be the nested like that? Oh, yeah, now it's working.
Yeah, it's working. And yeah, okay, it's cool. It's that now. Let's fix that. So it wants to do it like this. Let's kind of like that, and then you had it on the other place as well. We did get some results there. A business code. Okay, Oh,
Oh, there we go.
whoa, there we go. So if we now, yeah, cool. So
Loads of products.
yeah, let's find our vibe clock.
Oh, there it is.
And here's the, let's open the store like this. Yeah, on dark mode, obviously. It has all kinds of stuff, the store. It's so good. It has computers and makeup, and it's almost like TMO or something. Oh, so that's, I think that's a pretty nice effort for like 15 minutes to get this far from just the backend and an API documentation.
Yeah, we're getting some comments from the audience. Ship
All right.
it.
Sorry.
Exactly. They were saying ship it in the audience.
Yeah, we will make a lot of money.
So what happens? But if we merge this change,
Yeah.
let's see. So now Leap's come up with a bunch of ideas for what we could do.
Okay.
Let's see if there's something interesting.
I definitely get the usual suspects of an e-commerce store.
I feel like these are a bit boring. Maybe we could do something more innovative. What if we added some kind of small puzzle or game to get access to some discount code or something like that?
Yeah, cool. So what could we do? How would we prompt that? Okay, we're merged, so let's just try something out.
Should it be a discount or should it like unlock a special product?
Oh, that's nice. That's better.
Ooh.
That's much cooler. Unlocks. What product should we unlock then? Could it like?
Or maybe the vibe clock should be only for those who can
Yeah.
finish the vibe game.
Unlocks the vibe. So now it's kind of an open prompt. I didn't like go like use what's his face phaser or 3GS or something like that. I don't know. Do you run Claude on this like a model, right?
Yeah, so Leap support, we use multiple LLMs under the hood, so it's a combination. But
Okay.
for most of the code generation, it's Claude, and then depending on in some situations we use Gemini. We can fall back between them, etc. So it depends, but mostly Claude for code generation.
I think Claude is like leaning. I think if 3GS will be the case, then just that.
I feel like the model game is fast moving. Well, hopefully we'll get some new shiny ones soon that we can play with.
Yeah, the Claude system prompt leaked. There's a lot of leaked prompt, but there you can see what the preferences are, and of course it's React, Tailwind, and Shad for building UIs and for this kinds of stuff. I think it was 3GS that was in there.
And
Let's see
what we get.
Yeah, let's see what code it produces.
Okay, we have a vibe game.
Okay. Let's clear the console if we need to do some debugging. So how do we get to the memory game?
Memory game. Okay.
Oh no.
This is not in need of any 3GS or something like that. Okay, but let's start it. Should have
green, blue, yellow.
Green, blue, yellow. Okay. So should we do this 10 times, or should we just?
This was a hard game.
Yeah. But it kind
and
of.
There's a countdown timer too.
Oh no, this is really hard.
Yeah. So that I won't do it 10 times. Just,
so ask Leap
for
to change
everybody else.
To 3 times maybe.
2, 1. I think one is enough, right?
Yes.
Maybe I could have changed that myself in the code. That's stupid.
I mean, sometimes you're lazy, right?
Yeah. You tend to get more and more lazy nowadays.
Yeah, but I feel like that's sort of the nice thing about a tool like this. When there's something that's very specific and you want to control finally, then you can go in and change it yourself. And if it's just like, but change it to 1 and it doesn't really matter as much, you can just ask it to do that. You can think about something else in the meantime or do something else.
I feel like when it popped up and it was a memory game, I'm like, I don't know if I deserve the vibe clock anymore.
Sure you do. Okay. Oh yeah. Play the memory game. Let's.
Yellow, red, blue, yellow, blue.
Oh my god. Yellow,
red, blue,
yellow,
blue.
Yay!
Hey!
What is this? Did it invent its own vibe clock now?
Yeah, it invented the vibe clock.
Maybe we should have. All right, that's a good vibe clock. But it's not a product. But it's cool. it's one version of it.
Wait, it pulled the GeoIP that you're in Stockholm, Sweden, 22 degrees.
It's kind of cool. It's got the right time and everything.
So I guess I wonder if we could. So maybe we could, instead of unlocking the vibe clock, we could ask it to recommend like products that are relevant to your vibe based on this vibe clock, since it knows where we are and what time it is.
Yeah.
So how would that work? Is there like a Geins, if we give it some more specific instructions, like what do we actually want it to do? So pull out, is it like a custom search?
Yeah, maybe what you would actually do in this case, like this is sort of a fun campaign or something. So what you would do is like you would build a category in the game studio for that it would not be visible, like if you put out the category tree, but just a bin of products that you put in there that you want to like do a promotion on or something, and then you would say like show random products from this category. So maybe we should just like give the user some search like examples or what to search for, like up here instead, because we can search for stuff. Wait, no, that's nothing. Nike. Or we can search for other things, but like you need to like in this kind of environment have like examples for like those tag things you click on, like other users searched for or your own search history. So maybe we could do like that. Maybe we could do like add brands and category search. under maybe we could we'll just see how it will. We could do. Yeah, it should get some products and could like extract the categories and brands from there.
A fun way. Let's see what Claude thinks is fun.
Yeah, exactly. It's fun to test out like what it thinks it's modern, what it thinks is over the top and stuff like that.
Yeah.
Can I change the code also, like while it's working here? Can I be
No.
working on another one?
It's
They have to
read
wait.
only while it's generating.
Okay.
If you try to modify things at the same time, then you end up with like merge conflicts and things like that. So we tried to keep it to one single change at a time for the moment.
Cool. Everybody loves a good merge conflict.
Exactly. All right. Did we get anything fun?
Yeah,
there we go.
I would say so. Like, I don't know where it got these things from, but it got.
So it's adding it. Yeah. So that sort of works as we instructed it to, I guess.
Yeah, and it needs to get it from the data, not the database, the GraphQL, obviously. But I think this is pretty cool. Like if you would actually do this like with a category tree, and if you would give it, like we could give it the categories from here. Like this is category question. Maybe it would be. Categories. And then the category type. Yes. I'm trying to save my tokens and be very brief. Yeah. But it's pretty cool because you end up like sometimes I think you get so lazy, like I want to change this text, and then you just type it here, and then it like regenerates the whole file, and then you see your tokens drain. But when you should go in in here and change it.
Yeah.
Yeah, no, absolutely.
No, you pay for it with tokens.
Sometimes you do just want to vibe, and then it's fun.
Yeah.
But I think another thing that we've tried a lot is obviously it's fun when you're using AI like this to also incorporate AI into the products themselves. So it's always fun to. I mean, it's like I'm not sure we'll have time to do it now, but like generate a poem for every product and things like that. Like have a button to generate a poem, and you can do a lot of fun things like that.
Yeah, you could do like a gift button. I bought this for you.
Exactly. Generate a thoughtful message.
Yeah.
Very genuine.
So it's getting there.
Yeah, let's see what happens. So the prompt was basically to change it to use the categories as defined, and it's fetching those via the Geins API.
The categories from the GraphQL API. So let's see. Ytterkläder, jackor. This seems right.
Since
So
it's Swedish, I'm guessing I read it from
yeah, yeah.
somewhere.
Yep, exactly. We could change that in the let's see the where does the secret go now? Or is it or maybe somewhere we should have this, right? Geins config.
If you search for that.
So we should be able to do like this in US, right? Because we have not inputted any. This is not imported, right? Because that would be under the infrastructure tab, I guess.
Yep.
Okay, so
There we go.
whoopsies. Maybe I put it in like the same thing in the studio as well. All right, but that's pretty. I think that's a good effort for it. Maybe we should ask it to like add other stuff as well. But there's so many stuff to choose from here. So maybe we should just like call it a wrap and work on the store another day. Maybe it will
exactly.
bring us more orders.
Yeah, I mean, part of this exercise is like you sort of run out of creativity, right? So you put it down, then you come back when you have fresh ideas and you can try them out really quickly.
Yeah,
which is the fun part. But
yeah, I love this merge change part. I think I will do that now because then you can always come back to the store and like, okay, try this, try that, and then like a main thing that has been around, been a thing, so to say, for so long time is like you want to try something out. Like there was this store who wanted to try like this thing, search first, but obviously nobody likes search first, so that store didn't go very well. But I guess they had spent so much money on it, so many hours to like do it, and they had to revert back to category 3 and stuff like that. But if you had like tried it like this and just encore it out, or what do you say, like deploy it on Encore and do an A/B test to a specific user group and see if it worked or not, and you would have spent like, I don't know, okay, maybe, to be realistic, maybe a day, but not like a half a year. That is totally doable now. So that's the thing that I think is really cool. Like you can try stuff really fast, and you can have this like your sandbox store, and then you can do stuff on your Git repo as well. Like
exactly.
So try stuff on your real projects as well.
Yeah, so really like it's a good example of when you have a rich like API as well, like Geins. You can just like sit with it like we did now, so side by side, and just we could do something with this, and just like implement creative new things based on the API. So you get a lot of value out of it.
Yeah, because all these things, it's like it's content, it's Google taxonomy, it's whatnot. We have what am I looking for? Like reviews or like comments on products. That would be really easy to add to a product page here. Like we would prompt it, and then we would go in there and have a box for it. So yeah, to like fully use the API, that would take hours before. This is it's an amazing time to be coding.
What a time to be alive.
Yeah, exactly.
Right. Well, I think let's wrap it there. And for everyone in the audience, like if you want to play around with Leap, you can just go to Leap.new. And if you want to check out Geins, you can go to Geins.io and just enjoy. Like if you want to play around with Geins, like clearly Leap is a fast way to do that, to get something up and running. And then you can deploy it and keep working on it. So this was just a taste, and we'll be back with more of these live coding sessions. But thank you so much, Christian, for showing us and how to build an awesome vibe store today.
Yeah, thank you. Thank you for an awesome product.
Good stuff. All right. Thanks everyone who's been watching. We'll catch you soon. Bye.
Bye.